will begin. So you were at the lake, and a group of those mollusk folk were advancing upon you, and John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt II, the Roguely Prince,
Yes.
uh, you're up.
All right. So a mollusk is charging at me, right?
Not really charging. They're aggressively approaching you, but obviously,
Oh,
like, combat has not quite engaged yet.
approaching me
Well, approaching your
instead
group.
of running away and
Their
coming
group
directly to me.
is approaching your group.
Seems I'll have to beat the shit out of them for getting closer.
What will you do?
Let's see what John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt II can do. He can,
Probably do a lot. He can cut, fling, maybe. I don't know.
he can. So the environment around me is kind of just like open field, if I remember
Yeah,
correctly.
it's all open because you're out in the big. It's kind of big open war fields.
Right. There's not a lot of hiding to be done in this kind of situation. So, how far away from them am I?
They're within encounter distance, so we'll say that they're like maybe about 20 feet away and advancing. So they're like coming up on you within this beginning round here. You and them will be together, and but you're, because you, unless you hold your initiative, because you are the initiative, you are the first move unless you elect to not make the first move,
No,
which
no, that
you could
is.
totally do if you want. You can say, hey.
Uh, yeah, I think I will run up and I think I'll strike them. The old classic, as one might say.
The old classic. Violence.
Ah, yes. I guess that is how that is done. So
Oh!
a terrible miss.
It is a terrible miss. So, yikes. So John uh, kind of rushes to meet the mollusk at the lead, and he goes to stab at the creature, and as he does that, the mollusk creature pulls from its robe what looks like a silver cudgel and raises it, blocking your strike. But not only that, blocking your strike so hard, in fact, that the blade is knocked from the hilt and spins around and flings back. And let's see. And strikes you in the chest.
Shit.
For your for that 3 damage that you rolled. And
All right.
it's
Ooh.
Cappy.
Who's that?
Your companion's just somewhat embarrassed himself, and
Mm.
but it looks like combat has been joined.
Gabby?
I'm looking for stuff. Where in the hell's
Doot doot doot.
where is shit on this thing?
What are you looking for?
Rolls.
Like, are you looking for attack rolls?
Yeah, like I'm looking on the sheet.
There's like where the weapons are, there's a little die right next to each weapon. Give it a little die.
Okay.
The And these aren't giants, so obviously
That's what I was
don't
asking.
roll the
Well,
+3 against versus giants. But yeah, yeah. If you're gonna hit them with your short sword, then you would just roll the die next to your short sword.
I did. And stupid thing.
Is
I
it
gotta put
being
my bonus in there though. That's what sucks.
Yeah, you don't have to like any bonus that's on your sheet is already on there. You would only need to put
Really?
a bonus or a penalty if there was an additional
Oh, okay.
bonus or penalty. Oh, dang. You don't have your 3D dice enabled for this game, but you had quite a roll there. What did you roll? A 19?
Uh,
Nice. All right. So you run up
yeah, 19.
and yeah, yeah. You run up and you slice uh this mollusk guy, and you slice through his robe, partially cutting his robe, and cutting his rubbery, gamey flesh underneath. He's not dead, but he is quite wounded now. That's so. There's four of the guys that came approaching you, and so one of them now is hurt. And Craven Moorhead.
All right, I'm going to throw a dart at the same guy that you just hit.
Okay. All right, that guy, Craven tosses a dart, striking that guy, and the first injured guy becomes the first dead guy. He drops to the ground,
Oh wow.
and the others seem to look alarmed, and it's Chuck's turn, and theirs as well.
All right. I'll just click my gauntlets together for good luck. I'm just charging in straight into the front, right next to probably oh, what's his name? John, right next to John, the guy in the front with my two-handed sword.
All right. Okay. You run up next to John, wildly swinging your two-handed sword, and you slice through the chest of a mollusk man, creating a giant gaping wound, sucking as he falls over and is gone. There are two left, and uh, the one in front of John and Chuck, seeing the craziness, goes for Chuck, but misses him just barely. And The last one. Let's see. Ooh. This last one attempts to hit. Cappy. He's gonna try and strike it. Oh, Cappy, but totally miss. And
Oh, Cappy, my Cappy.
it's gonna be initiative again. Don't forget to click your character on the board before you roll so that it goes to the turn tracker.
It's by Dex, isn't it? Yes.
Alright. So Chuck, off of his epic kill, ready to go again.
All right. So what's the layout?
So at the moment, there's only 2 of them that are up, and you're in a wide open space, so you've got a kind of a lot of room. There's the 4 of you, and then there was the 4 of them. 2 of them are dead, but they're all kind of just close within range.
All right, I'm just going to the next one. Same thing, two-handed sword.
All right,
Through the midsection.
right through. Did you see it?
So close.
So close. Oh man, I thought we were gonna have another slaughter, but unfortunately, no. You swung a little bit too hard and just swung right over this guy's head.
Don't worry.
Cappy, Cappy.
Sure.
Guppy, 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 guppy.
Is your character based on like Al Capone or something?
That's not
Kinda.
Al Capone.
Actually, it is, but it's not Al Capone. Ugh.
Ugh. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Cappy not so good, but also John on the
Hello.
4.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Let's see. Where is my?
Penis.
Yeah, yeah.
Alcoholic beverage. Gun.
All of the above, actually. Let me see it on the
Where
website.
is my mind? Where is my mind? Where is my
Okay.
mind?
So, Johnny Boy is going to try to. So the one that attacked him got slaughtered. Is that the same one, or is that a different mollusk?
No, the guy next to him got slaughtered.
I see.
The guy that's fucking with you is still alive.
So, I think he'll just make another attack.
All right. You may do so.
Where is it at?
Where indeed. Oh man.
Not a great time here for Mr.
Yeah.
Mr. John, Mr. Schmidt. Schmitty boy.
Schmitty. Oh yeah, mark off that one dagger. I'm pretty sure John has multiple daggers, but make
I
sure you
wasn't sure.
mark off that the one is fucked.
Well, I am. I guess I should have switched over to melee. That's why I couldn't find it.
Oh, were you
I was intending to just attack, not throw a dagger.
Yeah. That's what I thought that you were intending to do, which is fine, but it doesn't change that I mean, you still got a 1 the first time, so the first one. It
True.
broke.
And this,
It still broke. This one, I'm not saying you lost this one, like you just stabbed and missed, but what I'm saying is that first one that actually broke because of the 20. Don't forget to mark off
right.
that
I've
that
marked it off.
yeah, that you don't have a dagger. Okay. So, yes, John stabs and the mollusk man is ready for him and he does not hit.
This isn't quite working out. I might have to try something else.
It's down to Craven and them.
All right. I'm going to throw a dart at the closest one to me.
All right.
Huge
Okay.
plays.
Yeah. So is a hit though. So you hit that guy, obviously not dead. And as you do that, uh, he shoots something out of his tentacles at you. It kind of sprays, but you dodge out of the way and are missed. And
Oh,
the one up in front of John swings his bar at John, but misses. And it is initiative again. Okay. All right. Cappy's up. Cappy.
Mr.
Okay.
Capstar.
Yeah.
Takes me a second to roll.
Oh,
Ooh.
there you go.
Dang. All right. So Cappy steps forward and jams his short sword into the belly of the mollusk man and just absolutely eviscerates him. There's only one left at this point, and it's the one standing in front of you, John. And it's your turn to take vengeance upon this snailkin.
Well, I think John has made the realization that maybe attacking with his dagger as his primary up-close combat weapon is not the greatest idea. And so he's going to try a short sword instead, with
With
resounding failure.
not great results. And what the hell is going on at your house?
Someone's spinning plates.
That's what it
Yeah.
sounds like.
Yeah, Alex is doing the dishes.
Oh, oh, okay. Alec's actually there. I was wondering why you were asking about Alec earlier. I did see it, but I saw that post like so late, and I was so late, and things were so fucked that I
Yeah.
was just like,
I don't
yeah,
think they were that interested anyway.
yeah,
It
yeah,
doesn't,
yeah. It's cool.
doesn't matter.
But we love Alec. Tell Alec hi. Tell that bastard to stop washing the dishes. He can do it later. All right, so yes, John. No John, but Craven
No
has
Johns.
has had some luck lately. There is one of them left, the one in front of John.
So what I'm throwing at,
The
not as fortunate this time.
Yeah, not so much. Throw it out into the void, and even Chuck with his lowly 3 initiative is better than than this guy who surprisingly has not run away.
All right. In this last one, I'm running over to him, doing the dumb double overhead
Okay, yeah,
strike.
straight down.
Yep.
Nice. All right. Ooh, cut right down the middle in half.
Wow. In half, you say?
In half, in fact. Yeah. Yeah, that was a good roll. Oh my god, you know what I have. I'm an idiot, guys.
I mean, don't argue with you.
We've been doing all this shit,
Game
and I
starting soon.
and
Yeah.
I forgot to change the game start soon.
Ooh.
So if anybody's been fucking watching, and on the recorded video, of course, they
So it's
no,
all been,
it really has all been like theater of the mind because
but there's been audio.
yeah, totally. There's been audio.
Oh,
Yeah,
then oh well.
yeah.
Okay.
It's fine. People still know what's going on. So
A little bit of bloopers.
a little bit of a blooper, but hey, at least now you can see. See, this is why we need like at least one audience member to be like, "Hey, what the fuck is going on?" You know what I mean? Unless we have a lazy audience member who's
Looks
just
as though
like,
one of us should monitor Twitch.
yeah. So probably I don't even know where my phone
I
is, and I
blame
think it's
Dan.
dead. I blame Dan too. Where the hell is Dan anyway?
Dan was last seen at Harper's Ferry.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's see. I can
Has Dan
actually.
been like jumping back and forth between DC and like California? Is that
Yeah,
nice?
yeah.
Right?
He's been going on a little bit of an adventure. Let me
Wow.
see if I can figure out where Dan is right now. I might actually be able to. I'll give a live Dan update.
Like Dan Tracker.
Live
I
Dan
I guess
tracker.
Dan didn't like every video or any picture that he showed.
Oh, he's home. He just got home. Like literally
Ah,
like 5 minutes ago. So he's
Cool.
probably
Tired.
yeah,
very tired.
he said he was gonna jump on, but yeah, he definitely is home, but I don't know if he'll jump on
He's like,
or
I'm gonna
not.
poop.
I know he like had to wait like hours at like the
Yeah, the train
the
station.
train station down in DC today, so I don't know if he's gonna jump on or not, but yeah. Damn. All right. So, at least I noticed that before, the stream was all the way to the end. And no, it's not like anybody could really see anything anyway. Like half the dice, I think Jay and Harrow don't have the dice roller enabled, so their like dice aren't even
I enabled
rolling.
mine.
Oh, did you enable yours?
Yeah.
Like their dice weren't even rolling anyway, so there
Because
wasn't that much to see.
the only people like because also they could even see probably would be you and Garrett. 'Cause Cameron is like right now it's just
Well,
grayed out.
see, that's the thing. The game start screen still has us, so like we were on the whole time.
Yeah, but
Like
Garrett is
me,
not on right now.
Garrett's
I
on.
mean
You mean
Cameron isn't.
Cameron's not on? Yeah, he's not. But no, I'm talking about the virtual tabletop. Like as far as really the only thing to see were dice rolls and like half of those, and the turn tracker, and like half of those weren't even up anyway. So it's all good. It's all good. Nobody watches this shit anyway. Hey.
I think it's a
All
better
right.
thing to listen to. I think
Wait,
Actually, probably. Yeah, probably. If
Yeah.
anybody is watching, they're probably not actually watching. They've got it.
so we
Just
should this we should broadcast this as a podcast.
maybe we should. Do we need to get this? Do we need to get up on iTunes and
This would totally be like
Spotify?
we should totally do this as a podcast.
Dix in the Dark on Spotify. Hell yeah, I could be down with that.
This would be another like way for us to make like 2 pennies off of Spotify. Actually, we end up owing Spotify
We
money.
probably, yeah. We already, yeah. We're already in the hole.
We're not even on Spotify, and we're in the hole.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. Right. So, the last mollusk is cut in half, but indeed he is not the last one, or it, or she or Zir or whatever the fuck these mollusk people identify as with. Yeah, because they're obviously, as we described before, there are many mollusk people, but only these four approached. So there are other mollusk people, but they didn't come to meet you, and they're still kind of far, a little bit farther from you at the henge.
I see. Do they look
The
hostile?
what's that?
Do they look hostile, or do they look like civilian mollusk people?
You don't really know how to differentiate civilian from non-civilian when it comes to mollusk people. They're all kind of wearing these weird robes.
Didn't you say like everyone was like there's this whole lake was like surrounded by these people?
Yeah, the whole lake is surrounded by them. So that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. But there's a bunch. They seem like they're still doing something. They kind of like they sent some people to deal with you. That's happened. You're not really sure if anybody else is coming, and you don't see anybody else
Do
necessarily
you notice
coming.
the snail thing still moving to like towards the lake?
Yeah, the big shelled snail trawler things with the lighthouses on their backs are still moving, except for the one that you guys were in, which is obviously seems kind of even the lighthouse is kind of it's kind of like
Did you
kind
say
of
there's more
tip
snail people moving
tipped
towards
now.
us?
Yes. No, the people are they seem to be at their henge surrounding the lake, maybe
Oh,
doing some sort of a ritual or something. You're not quite sure. Maybe in preparation for these things coming.
I want to
But
search the bodies in front of us for anything that could possibly be there.
yeah, okay.
I got
So
sticky fingers.
of course, so you begin to rummage through the robes of these uh, creepy mollusk guys that you just defeated, and let's see. Let's see what they might have.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna roll my new dice.
Yeah, I saw it. Is it pretty?
Heck yeah, man. They're awesome.
But how do they roll?
They roll. Okay, so in the robe of the first mollusk creature, you found a what you think is a book, but it's like squishy. It's like a squishy book.
Squishy book.
Yeah,
What's a squishy book?
it's like made out of it's like moist and the pages are kind of like sticky and kind of almost moist and kind of gross, like membraney.
I'll toss it in the lake.
Well, you're not at the lake yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
You're still a little bit from the lake. 'Cause the lake's still
do I
kind of
do
farther.
it? I don't
Let's
know. I
open the
don't think
book.
So
maybe valuable. I guess I'll keep it.
and then one of the others has what appears to be a quill, a feather quill, and it's pink.
Pink feather.
Yes.
Sort of dashing.
And then a third has a large chunk of some black rock.
Hmm.
but you're
Was
not.
it
It's
black rock?
kind of shiny, but not like
What?
totally. It has like a luster to it, but it's not. It's like not a gem.
I'll take it.
Interesting.
Anyways.
But and
I'll
it's
try.
not cut. It's like a weird. It just looks like it's out of the
A rough
ground.
black rock.
Well,
It's rough, yeah.
I'm just throwing it. I'll put my inventory, my treasures. I want to try to write on into the squishy book with the feather quill. Can't do it.
It doesn't look like. It looks like you might need something to write. You might need something like some sort of ink to write.
Let's see if I can like scrape off something off of the chunk of black rock.
You're like trying to scrape off the black rock and
Not
write
hard. I mean,
into
it's
the
just
thing.
kind of like
It doesn't
just
seem.
kind of,
It doesn't seem like that's probably not how these things go together. These things maybe are not
I'm
meant
just
to go
checking.
together.
Just checking to see if there's anything going on here.
Doesn't seem like it. Doesn't seem
Alright.
like it. You might be able to write in that book with the quill, but it looks like when you open the book, there's like weird writing in there that you don't understand.
Does the rock like cleave easily? Like, does it break apart like slate, or is it can I break it at all?
I,
I'm
Or can I
breaking the
try to
rock.
scratch it?
You'd have to try. When he
You
scratched
won't
it,
break my
when he
rock.
scratched it with the quill, it didn't really scratch. It was hard enough that the quill
Does
didn't
it look
scratch
like
it.
it would possibly be of the same substance that the stone that's the stones are made of the Stonehenge?
It's possible.
Let's walk towards the Stonehenge. And we want to go towards Stonehenge.
Sure. I mean, I'm more so interested in, you know, prying the gems from these strange mollusk lighthouses. But
Well, they're
that's
coming they're coming towards us. So I mean, they're basically coming towards us. So they can come towards us while we're like
making our
discovering.
way. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, sure, let's do that.
Yeah, they're on the move for sure.
If they're not, we can always go back. And plus, we don't know if there's more like gems in the foreheads of the hot chicks.
There could be. It's possible.
It's possible. We don't know.
You don't know. And I mean, you haven't been inside either a lighthouse other than the one that was on your snail.
Sure,
So
but
it's hard to say.
I'm going to assume, you know, something's going on with all of them. And if I found treasure in one of them, I
Yeah.
might find treasure in all of them.
It's possible. So then that's the question. Do you go toward the lake, or do you go to one of the other trawler things? I had to
You
get some
go.
coffee.
Well, I think we should go towards the lake because
Yeah.
if they're all making their way towards there anyway,
And they're camping.
easy peasy.
True.
To see if more people attack us. If more people attack us, we can run towards the snails.
All right. So you after going through the bodies of the mollusk people, you begin to make your way towards the lake with the henge around it. The remaining mollusk folk are over there toiling or doing something. Are you just going to just walk up, approach normally? How's this gonna work?
Are they particularly paying attention to us, or are they more towards their attention of the lake?
Their attention seems to be primarily on the lake. The four that were sent to kind of deal with you were the only ones that really kind of seemed to notice and engage you. And they came out at you fairly quickly. Everybody else seems to be immersed in whatever task they're doing, which you're not sure yet.
I'm going to activate my elven cloak and then get closer.
Okay. All right. So then John pulls his shimmering cloak about him and kind of disappears into the backdrop and starts to kind of move forward. You can just barely see him since you knew where he was, but it might be difficult for others. So John is using his cloak, and are you going? Are you going at a quick pace?
I see no rush. I mainly just want to um, kind of just get closer to them, trying to analyze what they're doing. You know.
Okay, so normal pace, quick walk, whatever.
Sure.
Right, right. Anybody else doing anything special, or just kind of following the somewhat invisible John?
Visage.
Nothing crazy. If there's any like tall flowers or weeds, I'll just swing my sword at them.
There are
Chop
some.
flowers. That's
There
fine.
are some. Indeed. As you as you walk forward, before you get to the henge, maybe about 100 feet from it or so, you see that there's like something on the ground. Maybe more bodies? You didn't kill these people.
Oh.
Not that you recall. But you think that as you approach, you think you see some bodies.
Do they look similar to the ones we had slayed just then?
No. In fact, you think they might be humans.
Oh no. How terrible. Let me rifle through their pockets to really get a better feel of the situation.
Do these people have gems in their forehead?
You don't think so. As you come close to them, you think that they look like they're they're from the army that you were fighting with, the one that got routed.
Gotcha.
I try to see how it looked like they were killed, if they are killed.
Uh yeah. Yeah, you're pretty sure they're dead. Or at least you think. But as you get closer, they are they're staked to the ground. They look like they're staked into the ground by their hands and feet. And actually as you like get right up on them, maybe they're not dead.
These four people.
Yeah, these four guys. They're soldiers, clearly of the army that got routed. You don't know, you don't recognize any of them, or at least you don't think. But these guys, yeah, like you see one of them kind of shakes a little bit. So yeah, maybe they're not totally dead, or not all of them. You're not really sure what's going on, but
Well
they're
then,
they're staked, and they're kind of like laid out almost in a row. They're still clothed, except for their hands and feet.
okay. I guess I'll lead them for now and continue on towards the other mollusk men.
Okay. So you leave those guys, and Somebody roll an intelligence check. Whoever.
Sheesh.
All right. So so Craven, he he looks and he sees that that there may be more of those bodies kind of laid out, possibly around the lake. They were harder to see because they're like staked to the ground. Like you could see like the mollusk people walking around and the henge and everything. It's all tall, whatever. But now that you're like up here, it almost looks like there's like these four guys that were staked to the ground. But you kind of like notice like, oh, over there might be a couple, and then like over there might be a couple too. Maybe not all these guys like this with the same clothes from the army that you guys were with that was routed, but you definitely notice. Wait a second, that seems unusual.
Are we still following close behind? I
Cl-
might walk over to the closest group of those guys pinned to the ground.
yeah, I'm assuming you guys are together, but obviously, if somebody wants to kind of stop or break off or check something out, you
Okay.
most certainly can.
Yeah, I might go over and like actually approach one of the groups, poke around and see if someone's alive.
Are you gonna poke around in the group that you first came across, or are you gonna try and find one of the other ones? Because that one's the closest, because you kind of just
Yeah.
passed them when he would have been like noticed the others and been like, oh yeah, look, you know.
Yeah, the closest one, the first one we saw.
Okay. So you kind of stop, bend down. Like I said, the one guy kind of shook, and yeah, you think at least some of these guys might be alive.
Um, Hello? Is someone alive here? I'll like start actually just poking people with the sword.
All right, you poke a guy with your sword, and the guy's like, help, help me. Guy's clearly alive.
Then yeah, sure. I'll go ahead and try to pull out these stakes.
Yeah, I'll help too.
All right, so you like pull the stakes out of his hand and feet, and the guy's like, you see his chest starts kind of like going like heaving, like kind of like getting all big and weird and crazy, and his like stomach's getting weird. He's got chainmail, and you see like the chainmail kind of ripples in his belly.
Okay, I'll take a few steps back then. I'll prep my sword.
And the guy's like he's like shaking, and he's like, what's wrong with me? And as soon as he says that, his mouth's all wide open. This weird, like, mollusk thing, like, shoots out of his mouth. And
God.
it's initiative. Right. And, old Chucky Tesla, you take a step back, this thing's, like, sticking out of this guy's mouth. It's, like, all up in your face. the guy has like panic in his eyes. He's like making these crazy sounds.
Okay. Like the thing sticking out of his mouth.
Hmm.
I guess my first called shot would just be like to swipe that thing out like from his mouth. Try not to hit him, but hit that thing.
Okay, so you're doing a called shot for the weird mollusk tongue thing that's
Yeah.
hanging out of you. So you're not gonna try and hit the guy, at least not at the moment.
No. Not
Okay,
at the moment. Yeah.
gotcha. All right. So called shot can be a little bit tougher, but that's gonna be good enough. Wow, that's impressive. So Cappy like swings his two-handed sword somehow with extreme precision, and like you like the sword kind of like goes right by the guy's face, like literally like it's like a maybe like a half inch from his nose and just cuts the length of kind of weird mollusk tongue off. It's maybe like a foot and a half or 2 feet, so it just like falls to the ground, and the rest kind of like sucks back into the guy, and he falls over and kind of like stumbles back, and it's John's turn. Now, you probably had like continued to walk a little bit, so
Mhm.
more than likely you're kind of like you're probably a little bit past this, and then you're hearing the shit, and you're like turn around like what the fuck.
Yeah. So as I was sneaking up towards these mollusk guys, I heard this terrible noise. So I'm going to sneak back towards my party, and assuming I am in range, I'd like to do a little backstabbing.
So you're gonna backstab this guy that's like he's kind of stumbling back. There's like you can see that this guy's kind of flailing from from your perspective. He's like flailing from the back. You are almost positive that like there's no way that this guy's like has any chance of detecting you. Like
Excellent.
realistically, you could just absolutely. So especially with your cloak on and with everything else that's going on, yeah. So what do we got?
Still roll a little bit like garbage.
That's not terrible. It isn't bad, especially since you're back attacking. Yeah. So like Chuck, you like precision cut off this thing. The guy like kind of stumbles back, and like all of a sudden you see this like tip of a sword kind of like poke through the front of him and comes out, and the guy kind of like falls over and kind of goes yeah. And then standing behind him is this kind of shimmering, barely visible figure of your friend John. He just took care of this problem. You wanted to try not to hurt this guy, but this guy is definitely dead. The thing
Mhm.
inside him possibly dead. It's not moving right now. So he's kind of slumped to the ground. So at the moment, there's still three guys staked to the ground, and then there's this one guy that you've kind of eviscerated. And things
Oh,
kind of quiet down after that for a moment.
so you think they're all like that?
Uh, yeah, I hope not. Hopefully we can get something out of some of them that isn't a sea creature.
Okay. So do we just go down the line asking questions?
Maybe that would be the best with arms drawn, of course.
Sure. I'm not a good drawer, though.
Neither was I, friend. But
I could do eyes.
yeah, I got little stick people.
Hands are hard.
Hello, sir. Are you conscious? You all right?
Okay, so you kind of bend down, or do you bend down, or do you just kind of like tap him with your foot? How are you gonna do this?
I kind of bend down a little bit.
Okay, kind of bend down. This guy doesn't seem to be moving at all. And when you kind of bend down and you kind of give him a little nudge, he doesn't stir. Though, roll an intelligence check. Princely rogue. Mm,
He
yeah.
did.
Yeah, you think he's dead.
Well, on to the next one.
Same thing. You kind of just bend down, kind of try and nudge, try and speak.
Yeah.
This guy just kind of like. This guy seemed maybe like that first guy was dead. Like you didn't get much of a response from him. You moved to the second guy and you started to kind of bend down and fuck with the second guy. And I was just getting ready to say that his eyes kind of slowly open. And you kind of hear his voice just like a whisper. And he's like, you hear, "What happened?"
We were hoping that you could tell us that.
Oh, oh, where am I? He's like trying to like pull at his staked down hands. Oh no. Please don't kill me. Now he's thinking that it seems like he's thinking that maybe you have pinned him to the ground.
Ah,
You see fear in his
no.
eyes. He's like kind of freaking out. He's like, "Oh."
Do not worry. We did not do this to you. Uh, do you remember any snail-looking people? Does that ring a bell to you at all?
What? What? Uh, uh.
Here, friend.
Just as you ask him about snail people, and he kind of starts to kind of moan. The first guy, who you maybe thought was dead, uh, you hear something behind you, and then the other guy that you thought was dead, his body explodes in a rain of just gore and blood and just nastiness, and the creature within him that just looks like this ball of tentacles that's just all gooey and bloody. Some of the tentacles shoot out and strike John.
Ah,
He's hit for 4 damage.
those bastards.
Guess I'm charging back over to the squid.
Initiative time.
It is initiative.
Oh,
Nice.
getting some weird rolls tonight.
Cappy. There we go. Right. And John is hit, and it is John's prerogative.
Ah, you bastard. So I'm going to go ahead and do a bit of slicey slice.
Oh.
God.
It's close. So that 20 rolled around the 14.
Yeah,
Nah, 6.
nothing.
So, yeah, you do some stabby, but this thing is just wild and slick looking. And Mr. Cappy, you're up. Guy just exploded.
Yay! But I'm all screwed up. Fuck. That was like worthless.
It wasn't great. So Cappy also stabs, and yeah, it's not so great. This thing caught you by surprise, but maybe Craven will have better luck.
All right. I'm flinging a dart.
Flinging a dart.
Flinging something.
Flinging shit.
Another one, just right on in
Hey,
there.
yep. All right, so you dart it. Definitely a direct hit. I'm not sure, you know, in the big stream of things how damage, but you know, but then they go. The thing, it lashes out at who? Who indeed? At Chuck.
It wouldn't dare.
It would, but it would also get a 1.
That's what I thought.
So it so it kind of like barrels over itself to kind of and the little like tentacle things kind of shoot out. It tries to shoot some out at John, but he dodges away, and it actually like kind of hits the ground uh and hits into one of the other guys. And you hear that guy go, "Ah!" It wakes him up, and now that guy's like screaming because there's this like
Oh.
thing on him, and it's kind of like just like it's kind of like attached itself to his chest because it just kind of rolled over onto him, and that guy's like
Okay.
screaming. And Chuck.
I'm just charging right over to the slug squid tentacle monster. Uh, nothing crazy. Just coming straight down with a sword.
I'm hearing a reverb somewhere.
Yeah, I
I'm
was gonna
hearing a
say
double
you.
as well.
I think somebody's got an echo coming in. It wasn't Dan because I saw he was muted. But
Yeah,
you were
but I
echoey.
just unmuted because I just saw the name Raven Moorhead.
It's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good wizard name.
Who is Craven Moorhead?
It's me.
Ah,
Slug
okay.
Warhead, of course.
Yeah, of course. Duh. All right, so okay, so Chuck, you go over to this thing and you just like whoo, right down, and you just like go straight through this thing and straight through the guy, and the panic on the guy's face just freezes, and he goes, "Arr!" And the thing goes and blows up on him. And now the thing is dead, and he is also dead. There's one guy left.
Yeah.
But that guy is still staked to the ground and hasn't moved or made a sound yet. It's the last guy.
Perhaps we should kill him.
I want to backstab him.
Backstab him, he's staked to the ground with his chest up.
I want to try to dig a hole and
You could front stab him. The
I'll
thing
gut
is like he's not going anywhere. So I mean, at this point,
Gut
if
him?
you wanted to try and kill him, you could totally kill him. But just how did you want to do that, or do you want to do that? He's staked to the ground. You just leave him here.
Does he have pockets?
Probably has pockets.
I'll go through his pockets.
You gonna go through his pockets?
Oh God.
All right. Okay. So Cappy bends.
Oh, dude, I'm still alive. What the fuck?
Yeah.
My mom's. That's like my mom's last 2 gold pieces, man. What are you doing?
What are
Stick
you
your
doing, man?
fingers.
Please.
Stop, please.
Wait a minute. You've reached too far into my pocket. That's not. Wait.
That's his prison
Wait.
block.
Prison pocket.
Prison
I
pocket.
feel something weird.
Bet you
Squish.
do.
Weird
So
squishy.
It's like, why does this guy only have 1 ball?
so you like root around in this guy's like pockets, and you end up finding 18 gold,
Fuck yeah.
a red handkerchief, and matching red gloves.
Putting on that handkerchief and that glove.
Yo, those gloves look
glove.
nice.
So you've got how do you put on the handkerchief? Like around your neck?
Around my neck.
Okay, so you put the handkerchief around your neck, put the gloves on.
How many gold was that?
18.
Okay. Up my gold there. Now I'm gonna put on the gloves and the handkerchief around my neck.
All right,
The
so
gloves. It's the gloves and scarf of gay.
yeah. So you're like,
And I
the-
also got a feathered a hat with a feather in it.
What are you? Who are you playing?
I'm playing Cappy.
Cappy.
Have you seen what? Have you seen
No,
my
I
character?
don't know who you. I don't know who anybody is because I'm just watching the
He's a
Twitch
newbie.
stream.
he's a noob. He's you know, he's
You're Cappy the gay.
Can't be the cap star.
all right. So yeah, you put on the stuff and you're like putting it on, and right as you're doing that, you're just like bending down over this guy, and all of a sudden, a tentacle-y thing shoots out of this dude's mouth, and
Didn't see that one coming.
yeah, I know, and it strikes you for
I'll have to kill
well
this
only
dude now.
1 damage.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
attacking this dude.
1,000 points.
I was trying to be nice and just take a shit. Now I want to have to kill him. See,
Well-
you wouldn't let me backstab him.
Well, I said you could front stab him, but
Right, if I wanted to backstab.
yeah. You were a little more interested in the butt.
Yeah,
Um,
one of the backstab him. But
Well-
yeah, I'll go ahead.
Way
And,
off.
yeah.
well then, so it lashed out at you, and we're gonna say it's initiative.
Yes.
I'm just looking on my character sheet to try to find my oh, there we go. So point okay, so that's hit points and hit points max. So what the hell, dude? This is freaking weird. Okay.
I'm not really sure what happened.
Hmm?
I don't know. He's having problems.
Mm-hmm.
Cameron?
Hold on a second.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna get the coffee that I started.
Man, I should just let you take this fight on your own. You should
Yeah,
have known this was gonna happen.
yeah.
He's like, you punk.
Punk. There we go.
Play tic-tac-toe with our people.
Yeah, man. He's like, you should do this fight on your own because you got those fancy gloves out of this shit.
Yeah,
I ain't
dude,
got
you got those
nothing out of
gloves.
this. You got those gloves out of this. I ain't getting nothing out of
I'm
this.
trying to pickpocket these dudes over here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I had initiative of 7, so let me know what's going on when you get your coffee.
Yeah, you have initiative of 7. So, are you
So go
gonna
first.
try and strike this thing or not?
I'm going to smash this thing.
Oh, smash it.
Damn.
Just
gonna-
read yourself.
You gonna smash?
Not very much.
Not very much at all. In fact,
How
but
can you miss something is tied down?
well, are
Um,
you trying to hit the? Are you trying to hit?
No, I'm trying to hit the thing that hit me, but I mean, still, I mean,
Yeah. I mean, are you
Well,
trying to
that's
hit?
not tied down.
Yeah.
That's in
If
a
you were
dude.
just just jamming it in the guy's belly or something, you wouldn't even really have to roll. But you know, if you're trying to get this tentacle that's sticking out of his mouth, that's a harder shot. Chuck got it before though. Could he get it again, or is he just gonna say fucking kill this guy?
Oh, I'm doing it again.
I
Doing
think
it
it's
again.
a mercy, if anything.
It might be.
Yeah, I don't have to ask who Chuck Testa is. I figured that out from the picture, like before anybody even talked. I knew who Chuck Testa was.
Right. Do you recognize who that dude is? Is the other question.
Both of
Like,
them. They're
yeah.
both references.
I mean, I thought it was Shrek just yelling, but maybe I'm wrong.
You thought that was Shrek.
Shrek. I thought it looked like a cartoon Hulk Hogan.
Yes. That is pretty much what the character is.
Well,
That
it
character
literally
is
it
not.
literally is this tiny on my screen, so and I'm blind. So
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
and it kind of looks green. Maybe it's yellow. I'm not
It's yellow.
sure.
It's yellow.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely yellow.
That's funny.
I'm
is
going
the character?
for a called shot again.
It is a Clash of Clans icon.
Yes.
Well, there
It
you
is-
go.
it
I
is
have
an
no
app.
idea what the fuck that is.
Yeah.
Clash of Clans is kind of like a meme app because it's like a fucking.
Oh, I see that shit. I think I've seen that shit on Facebook.
Okay.
Did he like kill it?
No, did you
Oops.
not see the one that he just rolled?
Oh,
Oh,
he
yeah.
rolled. Oh
It killed
god. Oh,
him.
now I just did now.
Yeah.
All right. Goodbye, Jacob.
No,
Okay.
not John Jacob.
So
Wilhelm or Schmidt?
So Chuck, because he's done this before, and because he thinks he's like, he's like, I got this, no problem. He kind of does this flourish with his sword as he's like bringing it up over his head to like swing it around. And when he does it to bring it up over his head, he like bashes his head with the pommel of his two-handed sword and stuns himself.
Oh God.
He literally just goes boom, and then drops to the ground. Like doesn't even really get to make the attack. Like the sword he just falls. And now Chuck
That's that.
Chuck lays on the ground seeing stars. And John.
Yeah.
Do you even
So-
care? He's like, fuck this, I'm out.
I didn't care, but then after I saw that, I'm kind of stifling back a little chuckle. I'll help him out. See, why is everything grayed out?
Don't know. Grayed out?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Weird. Not sure what that was, but that's not a hit. John's not the greatest at hitting. I'll say that.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
doing much of anything.
Sometimes not. But Craven Moorhead.
Whew.
Now this guy.
Oh yeah, this guy hits every dart he throws.
Yeah. So, here's the question. Are you darting the guy or are you darting the tentacle that is sticking out of the guy?
I'll go for the tentacle.
All right.
Not so fantastic of a hit this time around.
Yeah, not so much. But not so bad that it did anything, anything too terrible. And the thing let's see. Okay. It explodes out of the guy's body, blowing up his body in the process. Again, raining gore. And let's see. It springs out upon Chuck, who is prone and stunned on the ground. And it hits him just barely, amazingly, weirdly enough. For 5 damage.
Did you say Chuck?
Chuck.
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 Oh,
Chuck.
all right.
And then it's initiative. Cappy. Boo.
Oh, Cappy boy.
And then, it'd be nice if I rolled the 2, wouldn't it? There it is. Alright. This looks like Craven is up. Another dart.
Yep.
Yup.
That's not a hit. But John, Chuck, and Cappy all up. Except for Chuck, really his move just needs to be to probably like stand up and shake it off.
Ooh, damn, man.
Ah, not quite. And is that Chuck's move to make an attempt to stand up and shake off the?
Yes, I will go back to my feet.
All right.
Shake it off.
Shake.
Shake it off. Shake, shake, shake it off.
Whoa.
What?
I don't know. I made a noise and then I heard it echo back and it was weird. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Cappy. Cappy, Cappy, Cappy.
Cappy is going to say, shake it off. Shake, shake, shake it off. And keep hitting his submit button. Oh!
Oh! An
Shook that,
automatic hit.
shook that off.
Let's go.
See, that's what happens when you just like pound it because it's not going and you're just like smashing it. You just smash that die roll.
That's what she said.
Smash that like button.
Yeah.
When you're-
Smash that
when you
like button for
pound-
more
When you're
20s.
sitting there and you're pounding and smashing away,
Mhm.
I'm telling you, that's
Anytime
what
you
that's what the Dicks in the Dark do. They pound and they smash away.
True, true. So, so Cappy runs up on this thing and just like absolutely just impales it with his sword and just like completely runs it through to the point where it's like dripping down your hands. It's still kind of like impaled on your sword and like dripping down your arm.
You probably got it on your nice fancy new gloves.
Oh, I'm glad I had the gloves on.
True. So now these things seem to be all dead, and the guys who were housing these things are most certainly dead. And you think to yourself, it's likely that all of these people that Craven saw are, well, maybe some sort of incubators.
Incubators.
Possibly. I mean, these two guys probably, or these four guys probably didn't have these mollusk things inside them when you were, when you were.
No, the mollusks.
You guys ever listened to The Mollusk by Ween?
I love Ween, but I don't know.
Ween-
I can't remember if I'm sure I've heard the mollusk, but it's probably been
It's
a
an
while.
album.
It's probably been a while.
No, do you know what an incubator is?
Yeah.
A perverted octopus.
What?
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 I thought you were laughing at
Incubator.
something else.
I was laughing at the mollusk, but I just came up with an incubator is a perverted octopus.
Oh.
You say so.
Oh. I get
Bad
it. Oh,
It's a
that's
really,
fucking
really
stupid.
Bad, really bad
Ink.
dad joke.
Ink.
Oh.
Incubator.
It's a
You
perverted
you
octopus.
see?
Oh. God damn.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Mm.
Really.
I'm telling you.
I commend you. I wouldn't have thought of that. I would have broken it down.
See that when you become a dad, there
Yeah.
are certain dad jokes that just pop into your brain.
Is that what
just
happens
happen.
to you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking weird. Okay. I gotta see something here. All right. One, just as like Cappy kills this thing, eviscerates it, things kind of seem like they're quieted down, except for They're not, because one of the trawlers has gotten to the lake, and
Oh.
others are getting close.
And others are getting close. And others are
What
getting
the
close.
fuck? And
Others
others are getting close.
Somebody just reverbed me for extra emphasis. That's what
And
happened.
others are getting close.
And others are getting close. That's what the that's what this episode will be called. Part 2, and others are getting close.
And others are getting close.
It would be
Alright.
better if you would have said, "I'm getting close."
Oh, with the mollusk inside me.
God.
Okay. So the one that finally gets there, you see there's like a noise, or you see a noise. You hear there's a noise, and you can see on top of the shell that the lighthouse starts to, it's kind of like shaking. And you hear this like a rumble. The whole ground starts to shake. And the lighthouse detaches itself and starts to fly upward into
the
the
hell?
sky.
My jewels.
As one does.
Oh my god, it's Elon Musk.
It's Elon. It's Elon Mollusk.
Elon Mollusk.
Elon Mollusk. Hell yeah.
That was punny.
Good.
God. Crazy. Okay, so yeah, so you see that, and then you see that there's commotion over there. It seems like something is happening, but it's on the far side of the lake, so it's not one of the ones that's like close to you, but you see it happen, you're like, what the fuck? And this thing, you can kind of see it. You look in the sky and you can see it. It's up there. It's like just like going up. Looks like it's gonna like disappear, possibly to go see the gods.
Can we go rolling over
Strange.
there and see if we can
Well-
see if we can see if there's any women with gems in there.
Well, that one was on the other side of the lake. So it's pretty far from you, but there are ones on this side. Like all of them are starting to kind of get close now. So there are other ones that are like starting to get close, and you think you
getting
hear a noise, either some kind of, it could be chanting or singing, but it almost sounds like a squelching sound. It almost sounds like, you know how like when you it almost sounds like, you know that when you take a balloon and you go,
You know that when you take a balloon and you go. You know when you take a balloon and you go.
You know when
You know
you
when you
take a
take a
balloon and you
balloon and you
know.
you kind of rub your hands against it and it makes that kind of squelching, squealing
Yeah, the-
noise, like
Yeah,
like,
the squeaky noise.
yeah, that squeaky noise. It's that's
Yeah,
kind
that's
of what
what
it
I'm
sounds
hearing?
like. Yeah, but it's like
Huh.
in chorus all around the lake.
Strange.
You believe you're hearing the voices of these creatures. Now you know what they would be probably doing.
Stop.
Yip 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 yip. That's probably the noise that they'd really be making. And everybody should get that. Because if you
Yes.
don't, come on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't blatantly outright get it, but I kind of remember it.
They were like these weird things on Sesame Street. They were like the
Yeah.
alien Muppets.
They were
Yeah.
Muppets,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah,
Yep.
they were Muppets,
Yep.
and they had these like mouth things, and they went kind of like yip 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 yip.
That's
Yeah,
why.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
ringing
yeah.
the bell.
Yep, I knew it would. Everybody's seen that. That's like one of those things that like I feel like no matter what age you are, okay, you're probably gonna understand that shit. Yeah. So, what do you do? What now?
What do we do?
I don't know.
Try to get onto a lighthouse. So when it goes up, we go up.
We're
with-
going to space.
Yeah,
Yeah,
do you want to
exactly.
go? Do you want to shoot up with Elon Mollusk?
I mean, I'd shoot up with you on Mollusk any day.
But do you want the jewels?
Here's what I found.
Somebody's asking Siri if you should what you should do.
It's like,
I
hey
said
Siri, who
All right,
is
Magic
Elon
Conch,
Mollusk?
what do we do now?
what do we do now, Elon Mollusk?
Oh gosh. Well, you notice that off to let's see. Ooh, off to your right, the very next one is close to the lake. And it's like not that far that you couldn't, get to it. It's, maybe like it's like, I don't know, quarter of a mile. You could probably get to it fairly rapidly.
Recharging this snail.
Do you really want to go up?
Well, I don't know how else to end this.
We're not going down.
I guess you're right. Let's go. I'm going to space, baby.
If we
I'm
can.
the first Schmidt in space.
The first Jingleheimer Schmidt in space. Yeah.
Everyone will know my name.
True.
For it was theirs as well.
Well, again, well, we know how to get into the lighthouses now from the top.
True.
But if we go into space, what about breathing?
Well, you don't even know what space is. From your character's perspective, it would be like, hey, we're going to go to heaven.
It's true. I'm trying to go to heaven.
Exactly.
But in a
I don't
cool
know.
way. Not
I
in
don't
the.
know how I
not
don't
in-
know how I got here.
Yeah.
They've got the most beautiful women I've ever seen with jewels in their heads. I mean,
Yeah,
sounds like a place.
True.
It's not too
True.
bad.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good place.
So you kind of you make your way over to the trawler that's almost at the lake over to the right. Somebody roll a d20. Doesn't matter who, just anybody go ahead and roll one.
Here, I'll roll it. There you go.
Ah, God damn it, Dan.
What?
Fine, roll it. Roll the die. Just roll it.
Roll it.
Roll
Roll
the
it.
damn die.
Roll it.
I think I rolled it.
All right.
My D20 is still on Twitch's screen.
Yeah, it is. Keep that 20
don't
up
want-
there, man.
Oh yeah, that'll be a thumbnail.
It probably will be the thumbnail with me going, oh. Okay. All right, that's interesting.
So, there you go. There was my contribution.
All right, that's your contribution. Okay, so you guys actually get to the big shell thing.
Big shell in the sky.
It looks like it maybe only has about 100 feet to get to the lake. And the mollusk people are chanting in their squeaky, squelchy voices, and they look excited to receive it. And there you are.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. So,
So
all right.
a giant shell just came down. Did
no,
I
the
hear that right?
the shell that you're like trying to get to, the big, because the thing is on top of the shell.
Oh right.
Right.
never mind.
Yeah. So like it's about 100 feet from the lake, so it's close. It's gonna get to the lake very, very soon. And
We're making a dash.
yeah, so you're right there next to it. So if you recall, it's a little tricky to get up on because of the shape of the shell and
We'll have to
all
like
Maybe for them. But for me,
So who can get up can throw a rope down.
All right. So who's making the trek up, and how are you doing this?
I'm making it with my magical climbing skills
Of 7%, so you just like
7%.
literally like went woo. You just walked up the side of it, basically. Didn't even use your hands. You were just like, let me just get a
Not even breaking
run.
a sweat.
You
Is
did one of
Schmidt a
those things.
rogue or something?
Can I try to roll another d20?
Yeah, don't you see the princely rogue? You can see it on his little
Yeah, but it's also like 0%.
thingy there.
So.
All right, so he's up. You have made it up. And
All right. All right. I guess I'm dropping a rope, nailing a spike into the side of the shell. Get on up here, you, you clowns, you fools.
all right, who's going up next?
Oh, flying up.
All right, so uh, with the rope securely in place, I don't think I'm gonna make you make a check. So yeah, you don't have to do that. But you
That's even with me putting in like a 20%.
with a yeah, of course. Well, it obviously wasn't gonna work. I
No,
like
it
how your
wasn't.
thing says Otis Good Cookie.
I know.
You fucking weirdo.
It's a good cookie.
Good cookie.
I'm,
So
I'm Otis Good Cookie.
so Chuck and then Cappy, and then Craven. I'm assuming Craven's climbing
Yep.
up the rope last. And so you've made it up, and you are on you're on top of the shell, and it's edging towards the lake and the squelchy mollusk men. And like the previous lighthouse, this one has no door down here.
Uh, uh, or do we have any levitation left? Any levitation juice?
I think that's directed towards Craven.
Any what juice?
Levitation juice. You know, the fizzy lifting juice?
I think he's asking if you have another levitate spell.
Oh no, I don't. I already used that today.
Not until
Okay.
tomorrow.
Does anyone have a satchel charge? We can blow our way in.
Are my gloves sticky? I'll try to like see if I can climb up with my sticky gloves that are red with blood on them.
You
Climbing up with your sticky glove.
My red gloves that I took off the dude.
you put your gloves on the thing, and they do stick.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Well, can't hurt to try.
Now put your neck on the thing with that glove and see if it sticks too.
I'll try to like pull myself up with sticky gloves.
Okay.
It's like Tom Cruise in like the freaking like really bad like movie. What was that? It was like a Mission Impossible movie.
Hey, look in the Discord chat for Mollusk Man.
Mollusk Man. Is there a Mollusk Man?
I just put one in the Discord chat.
I don't see it.
I don't see anything. Wait, what the fuck are you talking? Oh, weird. Okay, I see it. Strange, but yeah. So, all right. So Cappy is using his newfound sticky gloves to try and climb up, but it's it's going to take some strength. So you're going to have to make a strength check. check.
Strength check.
Strength check.
Check.
Uh,
Check,
strength
check, check.
Strength check.
Ooga,
Gonna need to make a string check.
ooga.
Damn thing.
All right. Success. So Cappy is climbing up. Is John gonna climb up as well?
Yeah. I'll need to shove Cappy through those little windows.
Will you?
That's not true, because I remember now that there's an entry on top of the dome. So yes, I'm going to climb up.
Okay. Go ahead and make your roll.
This is the one that I don't make. It's like,
Nah, that's the one you'll make.
it's the
You
one.
all good. You all good.
I'm chilling.
All
You can
right.
just leave everyone else here.
I mean, technically you could. Once you're up, now that you know that you can get into the top and you can kind of use those holes, you realize that it'll be easier to affix a rope because you could just attach them to those
Cappy's
holes on the
going to go
inside.
inside the thing. He's going to swing his sword and break the obelisk.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
God.
He's like, I'm just
Yes.
gonna break this shit so that like we're in here and it just doesn't
I
work
will
anymore.
fuck it all up.
Yeah, yeah.
And then nothing works again, and then we have to go find another one.
Exactly. Are you gonna let
I just-
down a rope for your companions?
Sure.
All right. And Chuck and Craven climbing up that rope.
Up we go.
All right. So all four of you wind up inside this the
Inside the computer.
yes, exactly. Inside this odd thing with the spinning top of the obelisk making light, and it also has a door where you can kind of go down. You already know up or down.
Yeah, but
You've
down
come
has like
you've
that's where
come
we
from
found
up. Yeah.
the well.
Yes. So now all of you are in here. Are you just gonna kind of hang tight here, or are you gonna make your way down, or what are you doing?
I'm kind of curious to see what happens to the lady inside the well. So I'm going to go down to the well. And I'm going to peer inside of it.
All right.
See if anything nifty happens.
Gotcha. Where's everybody else gonna hang out? Is anyone following John to the well? Let's ask that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I haven't been in here, so I'll just follow him.
All right.
Cappy's already been at the well, and
I'll stay outside.
I'm gonna stay up here at the
Stay up.
lighthouse.
Stay up in the top.
Yeah.
Outside?
No, like inside the
No,
lighthouse.
no. I think Harro said outside.
Yeah, like the top of the.
The top. Yeah, yeah. Not outside though. Like inside the top, because there's not really an outside unless you're like outside.
Craven's going to be the first one in space, even if it means him being outside.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna hang out at the very top, like stick my head out the hole.
I was like, wow, this is pretty neat.
Actually, that might be what somebody would do, because they'd be like, I do want to see. I want the best vantage point. You could like Titanic that shit. Like you're sticking out
yeah.
the hole.
Oh yeah.
All right, so two of you up in the top, two of you down in the bottom. A few moments go by, and then for John and Chuck, you're kind of sitting there and you're like looking down the well. You see this kind of bluish purple light, kind of like slowly come up through the well, and you can see that there seems to be someone down there, a figure, possibly another lady like you saw, and that person is emitting a glow. you begin to hear a hum. And up at the top, the light starts spinning very quickly. Eventually, there's a rumble, and the whole thing begins to shake. And everybody make a saving throw versus death.
No.
Yeah.
What is death? A death ray. That's right.
Nice. Oh,
I'm gonna be the first conscious one into space. I'll tell you that.
I mean, mostly dead.
It's not all dead.
Oh yeah.
We're not all dead.
Mostly dead.
Everybody's
All right, what do we
mostly
got?
dead.
So we
I
got.
can see my house from here.
Okay, so all right, so both Chuck and Craven immediately pass out. Cappy and John manage to kind of just barely stay conscious as things start to change. There's just like a thunderous sound. You feel the whole thing is just shaking.
Cappy's like, I've dealt with this before.
It's crazy. You like things start to kind of go in and out, and
You know what?
you maybe
This
vomit
seems-
on yourself a
it's
little
shaking.
bit.
It's shaking.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's
This seems like
shaking.
a perfect time to try this unknown purple potion I've had this entire time.
Okay. Let's see.
It's unknown.
It's
Got a
unknown.
one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple potion eater.
All right.
Purple pit potion drinker.
So you're feeling quite odd, and you decide this shit's crazy.
To jump off.
I'm gonna drink a potion. And
Aye.
so for that, I am gonna go ahead and need you to roll a D100 for me.
Ooh,
Cappy's going to take out a gem and put it to his head.
92.
That's
Halfway.
Ah,
Ah,
that's
yes.
that's like funny as hell.
You are now Elon Mollusk.
Perfect.
Time for you to buy Twitter.
Oh,
No,
maybe not.
No, maybe not.
Are
Let's see how many
you
blocks are on it.
are you going to drink the entire thing, or are you just
Oh.
gonna drink?
Oh yeah, bottoms up.
All right. Then yeah, I don't even need to roll for this. You are if you were hurt before, you are now 100% healed.
Oh, let's go.
Because
You also have a giant boner.
yeah,
You're
yeah,
never
exactly.
gonna get rid of
Massive.
ever again.
Ever again. Yeah,
If
yeah.
you would have came back and
Always
said,
there.
if you were
Ew.
hurt before, but you're definitely now
You're
dead.
definitely hurt
Definitely
now. Yeah, yeah. No, it was a
Yeah, fully dead
potion.
now.
Turns
Potion of
out
instant death.
potion of super healing.
Oh wow, nice.
Super healing.
I'm gonna need it.
So it
It's gone.
super healed you. I think you were actually the person that was probably the most hurt too, weren't you?
Definitely, yeah.
Hmm. So you rolled yourself a good one. The healing potion also kind of helps you kind of settle down a little bit. You're not sure how much time passes. It could be 4 hours. It could be 20 hours. You don't know.
It could
Ah.
be 5 minutes.
But eventually, you hear some more rumbling. And for the
my
first
God.
time in a while, all is quiet.
We're on planet mollusk.
Your friends have had a good sleep. And actually, those who passed out upon waking up, which you're starting to, you gain a hit point back. Hey.
Sweet. So I want to look at one of the porticos. What do I see?
All right. So you walk up to the top, and what do you see?
I was gonna say, did everybody freeze or did it just everybody go goddamn quiet?
Everybody just went quiet because
We're
I'm generating.
suspended in apprehension.
Exactly.
Your generation?
Generating
gen-
new terrain.
I'm generating new terrain. Yes,
We
exactly.
find ourselves in a very blocky world.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It starts to come into focus.
You may find yourself.
On the board ship.
There's a nice white landmass with large black pillars sticking out of it.
You look
You may
outside,
find yourself with a beautiful house, with a beautiful wife.
and
How did I get here?
you can see these strange, large
Balls.
buildings.
I don't see anything.
All kinds of crazy large structures. They almost look like towers, or some of them are even in weird shapes, like they're towers, but also sculptures. The landscape is strange, and the sky glows orange.
Well,
Okay.
y'all done fucked up now.
Well, huh. Where do you think we are?
You hear a splash,
Sploosh.
Sploosh.
and Chuck, you were down by the well.
Yes.
You see a naked young woman with blue hair,
Woohoo!
similar to the young woman that you saw prior.
That's
That
really weird.
but this one is alive. You can see it almost looks like she has veins, glowing veins, all over her body. And she has emerged, and now she's standing there, staring at you.
Oh fuck, you're in the Avatar
Menacingly.
universe.
Halt. Who are you?
Oh, you violated the law.
I
What are you
am
gonna say, Chuck?
717. Why are you here?
That's a really good question. Why is anyone here, really?
That's a good point.
No
Where
one's
is
gonna
it?
question that her name
Why
is
is anyone
717.
Hey, man.
I have duties. And she turns. She
duties too.
I
she
have duties.
she
You're right behind me.
she turns to the wall, and the wall kind of goes shh and opens up in front of her. Like where there wasn't a door before, there all of a sudden is like an opening. And she steps out onto what looks like a raised platform. and the platform begins to kind of move, but not move. You're not sure what's happening. She's moving, but she's like not moving her legs. She's like gliding along the platform.
I'll just yell up to everyone else. Hey guys, there's someone doing weird things down here. I'll
They're doing
guess I'll follow
duties.
her.
We got duties.
They're doing
They're
duties,
doing
man.
duties down here.
They're doing duties. Some of them are fun doing duties.
What is happening now? Oh my goodness, that person is flying? Not sure. Hello? Hello?
You see her
Miss?
she's gliding away from you.
I'm gonna chase after her.
So you jump onto the platform.
Oh yeah.
You jump onto the platform, make a dexterity check.
I miss. It falls to my death. Game over. That's exactly what happens.
Pulling your ass.
Yeah, you like jump on the thing and like it like moves from underneath you and you like kind of fall on it. But even though you've fallen on the ground, now you're still moving somehow. So you're like knocked over on your ass, but like you're still kind of moving. Like you're still chasing her on the platform even though you're not running after her. Though you're not gaining on her. Pretty weird. And from Chuck's perspective, you kind of see him just like trip onto the platform, but then he's just like sliding away while he's on the ground.
I'm just gonna run and jump after him.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna scramble to my feet and try the best I can.
All right, go ahead and Chuck make a dexterity check.
So dexterous.
So dexterous. All right. So you kind of leap on, and you saw what he did, and you're able to kind of steady yourself. And like once you steady yourself, you realize that the whole thing, the floor, seems to be kind of dragging you along.
Cappy's not going to like leap. Cappy's going to step on it.
Okay. You step on it, and like even like then, it's still like weird. Like I'm not gonna make you roll dexterity because you kind of can see that it's like moving.
Yeah,
And
it's
you
like
kind of
the
know that
jumping
you're
on
gonna
it seems
move,
stupid.
but it's like even like just stepping on it's like a little weird. It takes a second for you to like steady yourself before you start to slide along with everybody else. What about Craven?
Yeah, sure. Craven will follow them.
Clearly, this platform is magic. There's no other explanation for it.
Well, we don't know.
Clearly, it's magic.
I
It
mean, you
can't
know
be
what?
anything else.
What the hell else could it be? You know.
I mean, I don't know. We had these
Seems-
mollusk things. We don't know what's going
It's
on.
Elon Mollusk.
Elon Mollusk, of course.
Of course.
This is a
All
new
this
Tesla.
time.
So you kind of all slide along this thing. Now, here's the question. John, you had fallen over. You said you were going to get back up. When you get back up, are you going to kind of just kind of once you're steady, are you just going to kind of stand there, or are you going to like try and walk?
I'm walking.
Okay. So it's a little weird at first, but like you're walking and the thing is also like going, so you start to gain on the girl quicker. And it doesn't take that long before you catch up to her. Of course, she's just kind of standing there.
She's just standing there. She doesn't recognize me at all.
She just standing there, standing there.
Well,
Standing
she's
there.
standing there. I mean, she's moving on the platform because obviously the
Well,
platform
yes,
is
but,
is
like,
conveying her. But
Did you
I
see her
tap her on the
standing there?
shoulders, like, "Hello, miss. What's going on here?"
she doesn't react until you tap her on the shoulder. And then she
Break
turns
your arm
around
off.
and she says, "Who are you?"
Why, I am John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt II. And who are you?
That is a very long name. I am 717. Very long name. I am 717.
Very long name.
I am 717.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
717.
We need a super clip
Does
of
that mean
all of that.
there's
Of every single time that
716 more?
happens.
What was that?
Does that mean there's 716 more?
Do you ask her that?
I do.
It does.
Does she have like a jewel in her head?
She does have a jewel in her head.
Oh my god.
I want to pull a jewel out of my pocket.
You're on
and
planet
stuff in my head.
Mud. She's got a jewel.
She's jeweling.
Yeah.
You're on planet Mud.
Yeah.
Hardcore Fenton Mud.
Mhm.
I'm considering pulling it out of her head.
Well, you're not up there yet, unless are you trying to run to catch up with them? Because
No, I'm
everybody's
just
kind of
joking.
farther back. Like he was
I'm
the
just
closest
joking.
one.
Just joking.
So,
Miss, I proclaim you are the most beautiful woman I have ever seen. May I live with you on this strange planet I find myself on?
Does not compute.
wait, do you ask her that?
Oh, absolutely.
All right,
It's like,
let's roll
can
roll a
can
charisma
we
check.
date?
I have the charisma of a god, and I still super fail. Massive failure.
She
That's
turns
like
around and pulls your dick off at that point.
repulsed. Repulsed.
Turns around, pulls your dick
Slap
completely
you.
off, and says,
No.
just pulls it off.
Actually, her expression doesn't even change. She just turns back around to face forward and like completely just like ignores the question and pretends like
Damn.
you're not even
That's
there. You didn't even
that's
ask it.
cold. Cold.
Yeah, it's the harshest and coldest of shoulders. Speaking of cold shoulders, when you tapped her on the shoulder, you're not surprised that she blew you off because it kind of was cold.
Huh. Okay, I'm just gonna continue to follow her then. I'm stunned. I've never been rejected in my life.
Creeper. Fucking
Yeah.
creeper.
So you're kind of like just standing there like, what the hell just happened? Everybody's kind of going along. And finally, you begin to. You begin. You begin going to a. There's an opening. You can see kind of this opening that is 8-sided, just like the weird patterns on the shelves, so kind of like a stop sign shape. You
Mhm.
can see this weird shape, and it's like coming up, and you're like, it's like almost like it's around the where the platform is kind of going into it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's like in a building, and the platform is kind of going into the center of this 8-sided opening. So you've been out in the open thus far, but you're heading towards where you're going to be inside a building in a few moments if you do nothing. And obviously, this is where she's kind of headed. She's continuing to face forward since she
And I'll.
snubbed you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm doing the same.
All
I'm
right.
heading in.
Okay. So you go through the platform and you see in the center of this large chamber, you see many of those women, all looking similar to this one. And then in the center of them, somebody roll me
dildo.
It's an octopus. It's like a mollusk. It's like having
It's
like
Elon Mollusk.
Elon
It's
Musk.
Elon Mollusk. Somebody.
Oh, here we go. 20.
What?
Look at the
20.
board. 20.
20.
20 tentacles.
20
tent-
20 tentacles. Yes. Now somebody roll me a what's the best way to do this? Roll me a D100. Let's do it
Roll a
that way.
D1. Just roll a D1 and see what the fuck you get.
Oh, we got 2
0.
of them. That might be all right. I might be able to use both. We'll see.
Quickest straw in the West.
What's that?
I won. I won the duel.
You did. You see what looks like a giant crystal being. It's like 20 foot tall, and it's like completely made of crystal, and it's shaped like a man, and it's kind of gleaming and glowing. It might even be made of the same stone that's in these girls' heads.
Mr. Manhattan.
Yeah,
Interesting.
he's even got like a big crystal cock.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is why she blew you off, dude.
Yeah.
Exactly. Always, I mean, it's always hard, so you know.
It's definitely always hard.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially around
exactly.
here.
So she gets to the
Giant cock.
yeah, exactly, to the giant cock.
In the dark.
The platform ends and kind of deposits her onto this into this
Giant
room
cock.
with all these other girls and this guy. And it deposits you as well. And one by one, each of you are deposited into the room by the moving platform. You are deposited into the room. That's not me.
That's not me.
Anyway, I'm just gonna walk around. I'm gonna try to hit on each woman I come across, actually.
So you're trying to you're like, hey ladies, what's everybody else doing?
What the hell
I'm
was
just going
that?
to have a look around.
You hear a loud voice say, "You have arrived. You will be tested." It's initiative.
This is where we die.
This is where we got like a few minutes left.
This is the part where I die.
Yeah.
One giant laser comes down and instantly kills everyone.
We're not worthy of the divine being.
Death by 717 naked blue women.
Yeah, exactly.
Not the worst. Not the worst you could ask for.
My character sheet. What the fuck?
Unless you're a gay man.
I think, there's something to be appreciated about it.
Yeah.
There's an aesthetic there that
They
maybe
all have
gay men couldn't-
buttholes.
I guess so.
Or do they? I don't know. Maybe they don't.
Maybe they don't.
You didn't actually check. Nobody actually checked.
If you build a robot that specifically has a butthole, there is something wrong with you.
I mean, not if you're
Or
like
you're-
interested
or
in the
you're Japanese.
butthole.
You're Japanese.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
Korean. Are you having problems, Jay?
Yeah, like in my freaking roll D20 like crapped out or something. I'll have to hold on.
Logging out, logging back in.
Literally won't let me like pull my character sheet up.
Blah.
Come on.
Problems.
Especially when you can't do anything. Alright, don't worry about it. I'll just roll with I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do.
Here, I'll roll for you. Where the fuck's your character sheet? Where is it?
Can't get it up. Oh, I can't get it up.
Oh, yeah, I bet. Where's the fucking initiative anywhere on here? Is it? Oh, it's under dexterity, isn't it? Yeah.
Like I can click on Cappy, but I can't like.
There you go. Which I forgot to click on the thing, but that's okay. There we go. Now, all right. John and Cappy be up. The the women are kind of moving around you in a circle to create almost like an arena, and the glowing crystal guy with the big cock is moving towards your party.
Massive. Oh god.
Massive cock, just fucking huge.
I'm going.
Who are you, sir? State your business. Why are you attacking us? And I ready myself.
You must be tested.
Oh, okay. Firefox is preventing.
Neat.
Or I'm holding my
There you
action.
go.
Oh, you're holding your action. Well, it's
Mhm.
Cappy's action, but Jay's shit's not working.
I'm almost there. Like Firefox was blocking like a pop up, which was
Oh, of
the pop up
course.
of my
A
character.
pop-up from your character, yeah, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, and it's loading and it's taking forever.
Can you pop it out?
Yeah, I just did. Let me close this one, and open up another one. Damn it.
Technical difficulties.
Right at the end.
Of
Right.
course. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna roll with like a d20 and then whatever happens.
What were you
I don't
rolling
even know.
for
Rolling for like the attack roll.
for are you
Just the car.
rolling for your short sword?
The giant.
Oh gosh. Okay,
Plus
yeah,
3.
yeah. So it would be +3 plus that one from your strength. Here. Yeah. Damn it.
Yeah, I know. Well, let me. Fuck, man. Hold on. Come on, open up.
I don't think you hit. After all that, I had to try and do the math in my head. I was like, no, you didn't hit. You didn't hit. You missed. After all that, fucking. All right, Craven Moorhead, and
Alright.
it goes at the same time as you. What will you do?
I'll use magic missile.
There you go. Do you want to roll the damage, or do you want me to? Oh wait, it already rolls it, doesn't it? Or does it?
It looks like it doesn't.
It looks like it
You
doesn't.
can roll it.
You want me to roll it? All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'll roll it with real dice. Oh, 5 plus 1 is 6. So you hit for 6 damage. And
Ooh, break his cock off.
and then who strike at. He punches at Cappy, misses, and hits for 4 damage to the Capster. And then it's Chucka's turn.
All right, I'm just charging straight at him.
Chuckastern. Is that a
Chuck.
Middle Eastern country?
Yeah, Chuckistan.
Chuckistan.
This dude is way bigger than us, right?
Yeah, he's way bigger.
Yeah, I
Alright, I'm
can't
gonna
even
slash
put how many damage you gave me on my fucking character sheet because I can't open my character sheet.
Retarded.
Well, oh well. I'm
You're not
damaging my mind.
you're not dead.
No, I was back full health, and it's well, I was down 1.
Yeah, you were
And
only.
I
You were
have
down.
15, and then I have whatever you gave me.
Yeah.
What?
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 Look
Oh
at that.
shit!
Look at that. Look at that.
Let's go, Chuck.
Oh my gosh. Well then,
Wait,
Charles.
is he bigger than me? Yes. Well, here. Have that.
Shit. If this thing will roll. Let's see. Oh crap. Alright, so you go and you like go to swing at him, and it realizes how big your blow is going to be, and it puts one of its arms up, and you hit it in the arm, and it just like shatters the whole arm off. The thing stumbles back, and it's got like all these cracks in it now. And it looks real fucked up.
Garrett's like, can
And
Chuck test to get on the boat next time? Can
And
you just get on the boat?
just get on the boat. It's initiative. And GT's like, initiative, fuck.
I can't do shit. I'm just gonna roll my stuff, but I don't know.
I'll just make up numbers.
The math.
Oh, I think that is actually like what you had last time, so we can still use it. It still works. All right. Looks like we're back to Craven.
Alright, I'm gonna use another one.
Okay.
Gotta end this combat fast. I gotta get to the grocery store before it closes.
Oh shit.
What?
So that was a 4+1. This thing, it like hits it in the chest. The cracks are almost all the way through it. This thing is actually pretty fucked up at this point. Is there any possible way that you can roll, JT, or do you want me to just roll for you?
What do you want me to roll?
If you can't, I mean, like, what do you want to do to attack? You just want to use your sword versus giants?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go ahead and roll it. Hoo! There you go.
That was a 1.
Damn!
And with that, Cappy takes his sword, chinks into one of those cracks, and the guy shatters into a million pieces. Dead. Destroyed.
That guy was a bitch.
He's made of
And
crystal.
There's all these hot
Just-
chicks sitting around here.
Just
you
grab all that crystal up and take it to sell it.
and your characters are overwhelmed with the swell of these females who close in on you and then begin to lift you. They're incredibly strong. And finally, they take you into a place of preparation
Can I do a charisma check on one of them?
where they remove all of your clothes and they bathe you. And then
There's no women that want to watch this
they
at all.
yeah, no. Maybe.
Nope.
No. And
Maybe,
then
but
they put you in your rightful places.
what's our rightful places?
They place you in giant tubes.
Oh, I don't go in a tube.
I'm good with I'm good with being in the giant tube. Is there a throne at the bottom?
Okay.
Does it look like I've seen one of these giant tubes with like a? Is that what it is, or?
Yeah,
In
yeah.
cryogen.
You're like put into a tube with water, and you're like in this chair in a tube with water, and
Is there a Joel in front of us?
there you sit in a tube with water. You're worthy. Worthy of what? Who the fuck knows?
Uh-huh.
Great.
Nice.
This is coming up in the future for sure.
This
Yeah.
was that was just really anticlimactic.
Kind
Alright.
That was the
of
most
like,
I'm going to the grocery
anticlimactic
store. I'll
thing
talk to y'all
ever.
later.
kind of like the end of Stargate Universe.
Was it like the end of Stargate Universe?
Was
Harro had to go to the
Stargate
grocery
Universe?
store. He's like, I only got 20 minutes. I gotta get on it.
Yeah.
All right,
Have
so
you,
he's out.
have you seen Stargate Universe, Dan?
I have not seen it.
Nah, I've not seen it.
Oh my gosh, it's a
Not
great show.
universe.
I loved Stargate Universe until like how it ended. Like, oh my gosh, like, oh yeah. Watch Stargate Universe.
I'll have to check it out.
Maybe we'll see.
Well, this whole adventure was like just randomly generated, so you know. And
It was
I
quite interesting.
I might have come up
Yeah.
with a better ending had I had more time, but we had concert stories to get to, and I was late and all kinds of shit. So
It's
it's
alright.
all
I
good.
had fun.
Did you have Moe's?
Yeah,
That's cool.
cool. The end of the game,
Wow.
and who knows? Maybe those characters will reappear at some future point in
The
some
High Council.
in some other strange universe if we have
Yeah.
to do some more one shots.
Well, listen, guys. Next week we're back. We're back to the main game.
I'll be moved
So-
into my new house, so
so-
I shouldn't have to.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe, share it, hit the smash all the buttons.
Yeah. I mean,
Just do the
not all
thing.
the buttons, like only the ones that go like this.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah,
true. Yes.
Garrett,
But do them. Smash
I just
the
realized